Hello and welcome to Magic Mondays episode 13 on the 6th of December 2010. We've got a great show for you today, so we're going to crack on with the news from Merlin theme parks and attractions. First up in the news this week is some fairly shocking news, is that the Saw 4D cinema, which was meant to be going in at Alton Towers next year, which was apparently confirmed, is no longer going ahead. The deal has fallen through. The deal was in close negotiation and was literally nearly, confirmed, but then DreamWorks dropped out at the last moment and decided they didn't want to do the 4D cinema no more, so Alton Towers is left with a half-built 4D cinema where they're going to have to put some stock film in it next year or come up with a brand new theme very quickly. So it looks like next year Alton Towers is not going to be a very big year for new attractions. It's going to be sort of like the year 2007 where there's going to be some cheap attractions put in because there was no budget for anything better, obviously, until 2012's Family Thrill and 2013's SW7. That's very shocking news from Shrek 4D, and of course we are still waiting for the plans for Thorpe Park's 2012 coaster to be released. It is slowly getting later and later in the year and everyone is starting to get more worried. Are these going to be released before Christmas, or has the coaster been delayed due to planning problems or design issues? So we'll find out hopefully very soon. That's it for the news this week. Now we're going to head over to the site news. First up in the site news this week is that last week Dan posted a video on the Merlin Mania YouTube channel, of course what you're watching now, and that was about an MN documentary that he is going to be making later this month, or hopefully it should be out just before Christmas or in the week just after Christmas. It should be out then, and basically the documentary is about the top 10 things that have happened at Merlin theme parks in 2010, and we need your top 10 lists. So what you need to do is go over to the video. There'll be an annotation somewhere around here. You've got to click on there, obviously watch this video first and then head over to there, and then you've got to look at the list which is in the info bar, and in the comments write your top, put it in order of your top 10 things that happened at theme parks in Britain, well Merlin theme parks obviously, or you can email them at daniel@merlinmania.com. That's that bit, which is the MM documentary, and of course work is still going in a very fast pace on the new site. For those of you that have really good eyesight, the new design is there. Well, technically that's the attractions page. I was going to make it look a little bit more obvious, but I don't want to give anything away. So those of you that can work that out, that's what the new design looks like. Well, for the attraction page anyway. So there. That's all ready for New Year's Eve 2010. That's it for the site news. Now we're going to head over to Coaster. Last week in Coaster Poll, I asked you what are your favourite Merlin theme parks, and of course Alton Towers should be at top, and it has came out at top with 6 votes. Thorpe Park and Chessington are a joint second with 5 votes, and Legoland and London Eye are a joint third with 3 votes. I'm quite surprised Madame Tussauds is not on there. That only got 2, and the Dungeons got 1, and the Sea Life got 1. So yeah, that's the Coaster Poll. This week I'm asking you, what are your top 5 Merlin family attractions? So you got Sharkbait Reef, Duel, can't think of any others off the top of my head, but you know, ones like that. Attractions at Chessington, just put it that way. Toon Blaster. What are your favourite top 5 Merlin family attractions? Post them in the comments below, along with your Yorview answer, which is coming up. Last week in Yorview, I asked you what new flat rides would you like to see at Thorpe Park. We had quite a few responses. So Small Funny Guy 1 says, I think it should be a gravitation ride like we have at Flamingo Land. Theme Park Fan says, some flat rides I would like to see at Thorpe Park in the future are a flawless top spin, a double gondola swing, a wave swinger, a pirate ship, and a roundup ride. Yep, fairly good. Alton Towers Freak says, I think that the new flat ride should be a topple tower at Thorpe Park. I haven't been on any of these, but they look cool, as Mike44 said they are. And they are rare, that's what it said. The Loft TV says, I would like to see a robot arm in Dark Forest Alton Towers, and it's been rumoured many times it would be nice for it to happen, a flat ride in that area of the park. Of course, Thorpe Park, not Alton Towers, but yeah, I'd love a robo-arm at Alton Towers. Resourceman says, I would love to see a large-scale waltzer-type ride or something along these lines, as there isn't really anything like that at Thorpe. They're all high, swingy things, spin for the win. Lol. Mike44 says, and I think Thorpe could do with a topple tower, and they could put it on the other side of Stealth. It's a rare type of flat ride. There is one in Belgium and Bella Weird, or whatever the hell that says, if you would like to look it up. That is your view answers. This week I'm going to ask you, do you like the Sea Life Centres, which are owned by Merlin? So you've got the Sea Life aquariums, you've got the Sea Life Centres, the sanctuaries and all stuff like that, and also Sea Life Weymouth. Do you like them? Do you visit them? Do you think they could be improved in any way? And do you also like the Sea Life Centres which get put into theme parks, such as the one at Sharkbait Reef and the one at Chessington, in Chessington Zoo? So do you like them? Leave them in the comments below along with your coaster poll. I will see you next week on the 13th of December 2010 in episode 14. Have a great week, and remember to head over to the forums, register and check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and remember to subscribe on Merlinmania Videos YouTube channel, which of course you are now watching. Remember to give your top 10 over on the MM documentary video, and I'll see you again next week.